What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today, special video for you. We are joined by my buddy John right here, fellow Northern California kayak fisherman, tournament angler, but a lot of comments from last year and even this year to do a wintertime Huddleston video in Northern California. So that is what we're doing today. John here, he's gonna be my HUD guide for the day. John has been known to catch a few fish on the old Huddleston. Yeah?
Literally a few.
Just a few?
Just a few. I'm not good with this thing, but well, people seem to think I am.
Well, that is the word on the street. So we've got our HUDs on. I've got the 68 HUD and you've got a 8-inch.
Yeah.
And trout pattern, of course. Going to try our best, or at least myself, to commit to this bait today for at least a couple hours. I mean, I know it's tedious. It's a grinder fishing these, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're casting and
you're letting it sink, and it takes 5 minutes to get it back to the boat.
What's your big fish on the HUD?
Over 8.
Over 8. So yeah, I mean, they catch 2-pounders, they catch 12-pounders, but like I said, that is the focus, that is the goal of the video today, is to catch a fish on the old Huddleston. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, guys, here we go. So like I said, I'm gonna be throwing a weedless 68 all day. Special edition. They made this with the basically a 6-inch HUD with an 8-inch tail. So it's got that bigger boot tail. Gives off a lot of thump. Obviously nice and weedless since there are a lot of trees and brush here. Hopefully that helps my odds. Here we go. First cast. Let's see what happens. Semi-backlash. Gotta adjust my settings. Uh-oh. Got an issue.
What's that?
My reel seat just bit the dust. It's all right. I got another rod for it. I knew that was going to happen eventually. I think I'm going to have to be placing an order soon with Mr. Bam. That should be good. All right, let's try this again.
Yeah, just like that.
Jeez. Someone should invent like a little machine. Just do it for us. Yeah, I can't imagine. They just gotta smoke this thing.
Well, the first one I caught, he smoked it. The second one felt like a jig bait. It was just like, pink.
Really?
Can't not do it.
I've been tempted. I've seen a few marks underneath, and stay committed. Stay committed for the first couple hours to this HUD. Woo, this is slow fishing. Oh man, I think I just rolled over a rock. Felt like a bite though. Good. So good in the water. Crazy how good that looks. I've marked a few. I just trying to keep this rod in my hand. It's tedious. Hopefully it pays off though. I'm losing patience though. I know it's only been like an hour and a half, but
well, I mean, it's also like you got to throw it in the right spot.
Yeah, there's a time and a place for sure. Yeah, like we were talking about, throwing a big swim bait, especially a Huddleston, is not just throwing it. You gotta, a lot of the experienced swim baiters out here will, fish it in 5 or 6 different spots across the lake throughout the day and just cycle through because they're spots where they know that those big bass set up and eat a big meal, and it's just a timing deal. So it's not obviously doable from a kayak for me, and not knowing any of those here really. I'm just blind fishing it. Guys, it's bound to happen. Need to get some confidence. Time to try to just get a bite. We're in the brush here. Dude, that's exactly what happened last time. I could see him in the brush. gonna change hooks. All right, these fish are buried in the brush. Alright, I think at least we're around some fish. Just gotta get them to bite. I'm almost positive these are bass down here. Go with the famous weedless drop shot when there's a bunch of brush and grass down there. There we go. Let's try to save the skunk. Man, I can see it. I literally see it. Right there. There's a bunch of them right in that brush pile or whatever the heck it is. Come on, just eat. Finally got one. I knew they were there. You could see them. I know it's not the Huddleston, but we're going to avoid the skunk. Largemouth. Oh, yeah. Boom. On the board. They're buried in this brush again. They exist. They did not go down the glory hole. Whew, no skunk. I know it's not a Huddleston fish, but feels good to be on the board. Thank you, sir. Good old weedless drop shot. This happened like a couple months ago too, when it was a really tough day. I know there's some grass and some brush in this general area. That day they just buried themselves in there, and the only reason I could tell was because I could see them on the graph. You could see the brush on the grass, and then you could see those thicker marks, and it gave them away. Exactly what's happening today. They're just buried in that stuff. That's right. There we go. Feels like a good one too. Another largemouth, I think. Oh yeah, it's a nice one. Man, there's some quality in here, that's for sure. Oh, that's a good one. Oh man, that's net worthy, I think. Oh yeah. Well, it's not a Huddleston fish, but it is a nice largemouth, so I really can't complain. Man, wow, that's a really fat fish. That's... Holy crap. It's like a 4-pounder. It's an 18-inch 4-pound fish. Hey, John. So they are here. Just got a dead stick of drop shot in the thick nasty. Thank you, sir. Okay guys, that is going to do it for our day on the water. It was tough. It was tough. We did end up catching a few fish on spinning rods. I will say this, before I have tried days where I've tried to catch some fish on a Hud and I only fished it for like an hour or two. Today I probably put in a solid 4.5, 5 hours total with the Huddleston. Just didn't happen. I'm a rookie. I'm a newbie. I really don't know what I'm doing with that Huddleston other than just casting it at points that look good and dragging it back. So I know there's a lot of skill to it, and you have to really find active fish that are eating those big trout. I did not find them today. I did not get lucky, and that's how it goes sometimes. But overall, it was tough. It was a tough bite.
I had one Hud bite.
John had a Hud bite. He did, and just
teeth marks on the bait right behind the hook.
And you were throwing the big one too, yeah. The 8-inch. I was throwing the 6-inch, but really cool action. They look killer. I'm gonna keep mine in the box for probably the rest of winter, the next month or two. And when it's an opportune time to throw it, I'll throw it. So cool little bait. We're gonna give it a few more tries. I'm not sure if I'm gonna dedicate an entire day to it, but
another outing in February would be good. That's when they say that February, March swim bait bite is where it's at.
Well, anyways, I want to thank my guide today, John, for
great guy. I did
great guy. Yeah, you got a bite though. That's all that counts. And we caught some fish, and actually the 2 fish that I caught were decent. We will certainly take it. As always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys later.